Cancer. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your March forecast for 2014. Thanks for joining me again, and for liking and being super cool and subscribing and sharing these podcasts. I'm happy to be here. We've got a plethora of activity going on as usual, and it's a little overwhelming, so I'm just going to get into it. Right on the 1st, we have a new moon, 10 degrees Pisces, a sister water sign to you. This is your 9th house. Your 9th house of faraway places and long-distance travel and philosophies and religions. You might feel, starting fresh at the month, that you are thinking of being abroad, thinking of being overseas, or removing yourself, going far away. But also on the 1st, Mars, the planet of aggression and action and energy, he retrogrades. Okay, this is 27 degrees Libra. So on March 1st, that would be in your 4th house as well, or 4th house of home and family and foundation. You rule the 4th house, Cancer. So Mars being retrograde in your 4th, that could be uncomfortable for you because you love your home, which is always your internal self, and then you just shield it with your crustacean crab shell and protect yourself. But having this angry planet retrograde in the 4th could mean that your foundation is a little shaky in the month of March, and you're not used to that. You like your security. So you don't want to make any hasty decisions regarding the home in March. I think it's best to stay put where you are. You could feel antsy and feel like you just want to break free and get out of where you're living or change things up drastically. I think you need to breathe through that experience for March and see where you're at the beginning of April. On March 2nd, Saturn retrogrades. What's up with all these major hitters going reverse or slowing down in the sky? All right, so Saturn, the buzzkill planet, the grandfather, the planet that likes to restrict and reconstruct and govern you and police you a little bit, whip you into shape. He's retrograding at 23 degrees Scorpio, another brother sign, water sign to you, in your 5th house. This could mean any Cancers with children are going to find that there could be a restructuring of your routine with your kids, and maybe where they are for most of the day. They could be put in creative courses. The 5th house is children, creativity, romance. Saturn's going to make your romance a little less flavorful or fun because he wants you to learn from things, and Saturn wants to bring you in a structure that's healthy for you. So in the 5th house, Saturn's also going to make sure that your children are in the right structured daily routine. When the 5th house is hit, it could be really romantic, but with Saturn doing this, I just feel like you're going to have, it could be positive because by the end of Saturn's placement there, he'll have whipped everyone into shape, and then things will be restructured once he goes direct. But it'll be for the betterment of the children and for any creative endeavors you're with. There could be a restructuring of bandmates or creative classes for the children or for your adults. If you don't have kids, this restructuring and constricting of Saturn has to take place in your 5th house of creativity, romance. It might be a little bit harder to date, or Saturn's not going to just throw you any bone. He's going to make sure that you're picking the right people, and the right people are manifesting into your life. So you could go through a little dry spell on the romance sector. On the 5th of March, Venus, the planet of love and money, goes into Aquarius. And this is in your 8th house. Venus going into your 8th house is sex and intimacy and rebirth and transformation and change and death. But having Venus, the planet of love, going into the 8th could be, instead of just casual sex, you could be making love. You could also have money in regards to other people's resources. The 8th house is trusts and wills and inheritances and other people's money and dough. You could find that you are receiving money in a will at that time. That would make perfect sense. Venus going into the 8th could also mean that there's a beautification around your sexual prowess. Venus is a very sensual planet as well, and soft planet. You could be accomplishing those adjectives and incorporating them into that 8th house in a sexual way too. You could just be more warmer and intimate. On the 6th of March, Jupiter, who is stationed with you and has been since last July, is now direct. He went into Cancer direct last year, but he retrograded a little bit. Now he's direct at 10 degrees Cancer in your first house. So Cancer, luck is with you and going forward motion, going direct. The planet of abundance, growth, expansion, just the best, juiciest planet. Jupiter is the best. Now you still have a good 5 months with him direct until he leaves and goes into Leo in your second house of finance, which is another great placement, on July 17th of this year. So if you felt like, what's up, I'm Cancer and there's nothing, I'm not having any luck, just give it a minute, because he's still got the tail end of his work to do. Also, I'd like to say, you really need to watch your rising sign, your ascendant sign for these forecasts, because they're more accurate for your houses, for the aspects and the transits. But Jupiter in your sun sign is still seriously amazing aspect to have and transit to go on. So you'll find your luck picking up there now that he's direct. On the 16th of March, we have a full moon, 26 degrees Virgo. And Virgo for you is your third house of communication and intellect and the mind and short distance travel. So having a full moon in your third house, full moons stop things sometimes that are brewing. From the new moon to full, you'll see them either manifest and come to fruition, or they'll taper off entirely or dismantle. So you could communicate to someone during that time of mid-March, the 16th, that things are over. And it doesn't really mean relationships, but the communication, it could be anything really. You could also say, you could find that your thought process in regards to that third house, you could be more analytical with Virgo. Virgo is the sign of the analytical mind. You could find that area is definitely illuminated in the third house for you, but you could find that you're expressing it to the people that need to hear it more around mid-month, and with ease, because Mercury is now direct. And Mercury also on the 17th goes into Pisces. Pisces is another sister water sign for you, and this is in your 9th house again of what was activated at the top of the month with the new moon, 9th house of faraway places. Mercury, the planet of communication, you're talking about going other places. You're talking about this movement. You could be talking about religion and philosophies a lot too, and having a revamping of where your soul lies, of what your inner self on a spiritual level is thinking. On the 20th, the sun goes into Aries like it does every year. And this Aries for you is your 10th house of career and social status and recognition and stature and fame. So having the beautiful sun, the abundant planet of sunshine shining on you, this is warming your 10th sector in a big way. And you'll notice through the tail end of the month, from the 20th on, your career is a focal point, big time, because on the 30th, the new moon is in 9 degrees Aries in this 10th house again. So you have a double whammy. You've got the sun shining on it, and you've got the new moon following it in your 10th house. Cancers are working on their career. Okay, Cancers are unstoppable right now in their career endeavors and in where they perceive themselves to want to be. Because Cancers have a way of emotionally and mentally manifesting things. I mean, everybody does, but Cancer is extremely intuitive sign. And I love the energy in the latter end of the month for you, supporting any transitions that you're having regarding your career. And if it's not something you want to change, if you're just happy where you are, you'll just find that things are even more positive. Let me pull some cards for you. These forecasts are so long this month, just with all the talking, that I have to get to the tarot cards. Let's see what's up. Well, not such a pretty card to look at, but the 5 of coins, can you see that? Yeah, there we go. The 5 of coins is the beggar, but what this means is you need to save. You need to watch your dough in March. You might feel like something is missing, or you want to save to acquire something that you're thinking that other people have that you don't have. Watch out with that. Don't compare yourself to others financially, and don't think that you need to be where someone else is financially, because everyone's path is their own. And what it seems like someone has temporarily might not even be what they have in the long run. So just heed what you have and start to save a little bit if you can. I know that you will be able to, definitely effective July of this year, through a full year and 2 months when Jupiter is stationed in your 2nd house of Leo for a year and 2 months. So forget about it. You'll be able to save if you can't right now. But they're saying if you can put 1 coin away out of 5 and leave 4 at the ground, meaning save a fifth of what your intake is, you'll be in better shape. You'll be in great shape. The next card I'm pulling is the High Priestess, and this is the psychic. This is what I was just saying about Cancer, that you're an extremely psychic person and intuitive, and you're also needing to be quiet. You have to keep your goals regarding the career that you have to yourself, and they'll not only manifest quicker, but then no one will be able to take from you before things are ready to be dispersed or information's able to be shown. You just want to keep things private to yourself in your crab shell, and actions speak louder than words. So people will see what you have going on in this 10th house of career. Okay, you don't have to talk about it, just be about it. All right, one more card for you, Cancer, because I love you so. Strength. Now this is the card of Leo, but I've been mentioning Leo a lot regarding you and Jupiter's transit. So strength is just as it is, strength. You're stronger, but it also represents July. Oh. I love this. Okay, so like I said, Jupiter is transiting into your 2nd house of Leo. This is the card of Leo. In July, this card means Leo's birthday is July 21 through August 22. And that's exactly when Jupiter transits, July 17th into Leo. So you're protected and strong with your finances. Please don't worry about them. You'll manifest more worry if you just continue to worry. Just put in effort into your goals and achievements, and you'll see things working in your behalf. And don't doubt yourself. Okay, Cancer? My name is Audrey Alison, and if you'd like to book a reading with me, I'm available. You can find me at audreyallison.com and on Facebook, Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. Thank you, Cancer. I will see you next month, and I'm wishing you a beautiful March. Have a sweet day. Bye.